Thousands of people have gathered in the Northern Territory for the annual Garma festival. The event celebrates traditional song and dance, but has also become a high-profile forum for discussion on Indigenous affairs. Our Indigenous Affairs reporter Isabella Higgins joins us now from the festival. Now, this year's festival holds a particularly special significance, Isabella.
That's right, this iconic festival of dance, debate and discussion is celebrating its 20th birthday. It started 2 decades ago as a small community gathering hosted by the Nhulunbuy family of the Yolngu people here as a way to celebrate their culture and to pass it on to the next generation. It's grown so much that now thousands of people from all over the country make their way to this remote bushland site in northeast Arnhem Land. And there was a small ceremony this morning to mark those 20 years. There was a cake cutting and some song and dance, and it was a very fitting cake for the Arnhem Land mob. It was a 1 metre long white crocodile.
Oh my goodness. We're just looking at pictures of that cake right now, and it looks really quite different, shall we say, unique and very beautiful. This is just an up-close look of that cake itself. Take us through what's expected to happen today, Isabella.
Well, the festival doesn't officially open until 3 p.m. this afternoon, and there will be a large traditional welcome to country. The festival directors will be speaking, and then different groups there will be lots of dancing and singing, and later in the evening it will move on to those policy discussions. The Indigenous Affairs Minister Nigel Scullion is expected here at those discussions, and as mentioned earlier, this is one of the really key forums for discussion on Indigenous affairs.
And there are several topics that's expected to be discussed over the next few days. What would be on the agenda?
There's always plenty to discuss in Indigenous affairs, but the Indigenous leaders I have spoken to have said they're really eager to continue conversations around constitutional recognition for Indigenous Australians, to continue conversations around what an Indigenous voice to Parliament might look like. Of course, there's a parliamentary inquiry looking into that at the moment. There'll also be conversations about the Closing the Gap policy, the government's hallmark policy on how to close Indigenous disadvantage. That policy is undergoing a refresh at the moment, so there's representatives from the Department and Prime Minister and Cabinet who are here to host forums on that. And of course, treaty talks as some states like Victoria and the Northern Territory begin discussions with their First Nations people about establishing a treaty.
Lots to see and do there at the Garma Festival. Isabella Higgins, thank you.